Good morning. My name is Daniela, and with my classmates Karla and Rodolfo, we are going to present a review of Chapter 2 of our science book. First, what are force by Daniela? A force is push or pull that acts on an object. Every force has a stretch or magnitude. This magnitude is measured in units or newtons that represent with an N. A force also has a direction. The direction of a force can be described by telling which way the force is acting. The force divides in electric and magnetic force. The electric force acts between objects that are electrical charged. Opposite charged objects are attracted to each other and tend to move away from each other. And the magnetic force. Magnets will pull strongly on objects made of some metals. Every magnet has a north pole and south pole.
Now, let's talk about balance forces. Forces with same strength and opposite direction that combine cancels each other so there's no motion of the object. For example, a book pulled up by your hand. Two forces act in the book, gravitational and pulling force. So the total of all forces, also called net force, is zero.
What are Newton's laws? Change in motion. When an object speeds up, slows down, or changes direction, its motion changes. The rate at which the speed or direction of motion of an object changes. The rate at which the speed or the direction of motion of an object change over the time it is acceleration. Three of Newton's law. First law. An object will stay in uniform motion unless a net force acts on the object. Without that force, an object in motion will keep the same speed and direction. Second law. Newton's second law of motion describes how acceleration, mass, and force are related. Force is the product of mass and acceleration. Third law. One object exerts a force on a second object. The second object exerts a force on the first. These forces are equal in strength and opposite in direction.
So other topics to learn is how are shadows formed? First, light is a form of energy, which travels as waves in straight lines, as long as nothing is in its way. A shadow is an area of partial darkness where the line has been blocked by an object.
A review of the exposition. First, what are force? A force is a push or pull that acts on an object and divides in electric and magnetic force. Second, what are Newton's laws? Newton's laws of motion relate of object motion to the force acting on it and divide in three laws. And third, how are shadows formed? A shadow forms when an object resides light. This is all the presentation. We hope you like.